And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with the Game Boy Geek.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we're going to be looking at a very popular party game from R&R Games, Time's Up. With the new printing and the new box here, it looks much different than it used to. It is 4 or more players, so you can play this with huge amounts of people, which is even fun. It's a party game where you're basically guessing who somebody is over 3 different rounds. You're guessing by as many clues as they can give you. Then the second round it gets harder and you can only give like one-word clues. And then it's all silent clues and it just gets crazier and crazier, but you're always talking about the same people, so you have a lot of callbacks. Interesting game. Let's check it out. I'm actually going to show you how it's played, not just tell you. I'm going to be a complete goofball in this video and actually act out some of these clues. So get some popcorn, get ready to laugh at me at my expense. Let's check it out. Time's Up is played over 3 rounds normally. You split up into as many teams as you want, up to 4 teams. It's best to have 2 people per team, but if you need more, that's fine. And you have a timer, and you have some cards, and you're going to pick the yellow or the blue, whichever one, doesn't matter. You're also going to take 40 of these cards and distribute them out evenly amongst however many teams there are. Then you're going to pass 2 more of these out to every team. Everyone's going to look at all their cards, and they can discard up to 2 of them. So there's always going to be about 40 cards always in the deck to start the game. I've only got 10 here because I just want to show you how the game's played without playing the whole game. Round number 1, the first round is, I'm going to flip this card up, we're going to start the timer, and I'm going to try to get you, or my teammates, to guess who is on here. Here's always sort of like famous people. Now in the first word, I can use any amount of words, and then you can guess as many times as you want, but there's no passing allowed. I can do pretty much anything to get you to name this. Obviously, in addition to words, I can do charades, I can make noises, I can pretty much do anything to get you the clue without telling you what the word is. So it would go something like this. This is a comic book guy with a geek with a lot of, he's got glasses, he's a nerd, he's a very famous comic book person. Dilbert, yep, you're right. The next guy is, this is the guy who puts you to sleep. He puts stuff in your eyes that's kind of grainy in the morning and it's hard to see. And it's not a woman, but yep, it's the Sandman. You're right. The next one is a tall, the biggest Japanese basketball player ever. Yes, Yao Ming, you got it. It would be over. So your team would hold on to these cards, our team, and the next team would go here. If we had not gotten this correct, this would get shuffled back into the deck, and the next team would go. And so that would be sort of one round. That's how sort of the first round goes. And this first round goes until you've done all these cards. So let's try to go through just all 10 of these so I can show you how the game works. Okay, this is a famous Russian leader that had a big red spot in his head. Yep, Mikhail Gorbachev, you're right. This is a tallest Japanese basketball player. Yes, Yao Ming. We just pretended we didn't get that right last round. Okay, not white, but good, black. And not a mustache, but a beard. Right, Blackbeard, you're right. Good job. Let's see. This is a red-headed comedian. He's very funny. He's in Vegas all the time. Yep, Carrot Top. Okay, that would have been the end of that round. This would have been this team's points. This would have been that team's points. Let's go again just to show you how this works here. Okay, this is a bouncing tiger in Winnie the Pooh. Yep, Tigger, you're right. This one is, a rapper that supposedly him and Notorious B.I.G. had a fight. They got killed. They both got shot and killed. West Coast rapper. Yep, Tupac Shakur. Okay, and this is not Grandpa, and the person that brought the tablets down from Mount Sinai. Yep, Grandma Moses. Okay, so if that stopped, we would stop the timer. And the team that stopped it could start the next round if they want. And they would tally up these points and they would write them right in here. Team 1, round 1, boom, you'd write all your points right there. Now, the interesting part about this is here we have points that we've started up. Now each team is going to read out loud to remind everybody who's in here. So we're going to say Grandma Moses, Tupac Shakur, Tigger, the Sandman, Dilbert. And the other team's going to say Carrot Top, Blackbeard, Yao Ming, Mikhail Gorbachev. Now keep in mind, in the full game, there'd be 40 of these cards, but I'm just doing 10 as an abbreviation to show you how the game's played. Okay, now in the second round, it's a little differently. When you put the clue, when the person's given the clue, they can only give one word, and then they have to pretty much do only silent clues after that. So now the clue giver can pass. If he passes on any of these, he puts it down at the end of the round that gets shuffled back into the deck. And so I can only give one word, and then I can do the optional clues. The guesser, you only get one guess. If you get it wrong, it goes back and shuffled in with the deck after it's over. So let's try a few of these. Remember the names that I told you last time. Ready? And go. Tiger. Yep, it's Tigger, you're right. How about Yo? Yep, Tupac Shakur. Red. Yep, Carrot Top, you got it. Comic. Yep, Dilbert, you're right. Hey. Yeah, Grandma Moses, you got it. How about Russia? Yep, Mikhail Gorbachev, you got it. Basketball. Yao Ming. So that's the end of the round. You would continue like that, just like the first round, until you go through all these. Anyone that weren't done or any ones that were passed or were wrong would get shuffled back into the deck, and the next team would keep going. You'd do that to the end of the round until all the cards are done. You would score it just like before. You'd get 1 point for every one. You would not say the names again because everyone should kind of know who they are by now. So all 40 cards would be making it to the third round. Okay, in the third round, it's similar to the second round, only I can't say anything. You get one guess. I can pass, put the card back in to be shuffled for the next round. You get one guess. I can't say anything. It's all silent clues, but it plays the same way as the other round. Ready? Here we go. Yep, Dilbert, you're right. Blackbeard, you're right. Tigger, you're right. Tupac Shakur, you got it. Yeah, Grandma Moses, you got it. Mikhail Gorbachev, you got it. Yep, Yao Ming, you got it. Sandman, you got it, and that's the end of 30 seconds. So that's how you play the third and final round. So at the end of the 3 rounds, you just calculate the scores, and the one who has the most points wins. And of course, as I mentioned, there's 40 cards in the deck where I just had 10, and we just kind of sped up the rounds a lot just to show you what it's like. The book, also there's a optional 4th round you could play where the person guessing closes their eyes, and the other person strikes a pose. It's like you can't move. And then they tell the person to open their eyes, and they look at them, and they have to guess who they are. It's a really cool fourth round. Also, the book has a lot of people's names in it, so if you don't know who they are, I guess before or after the game or whatever, it's good to kind of go there and look and to have some information about who these people are. But essentially, you just play this like this, play those 3 or 4 optional rounds. The one who has the most points at the end is the winner. All right, well, there's time's up. I gotta tell you, I played many of the party games that people say they love, and I haven't loved them that much. This gets a lot of accord, and a lot of people have pumped this game up, so I was afraid that I would be disappointed. I am not. I am pleasantly surprised. I am very happy I have this game. It's never leaving my collection. It's probably going to be one of the first party games I bring out anywhere because it is hilarious. It is so fun to play. It's just genius. When I first heard about the game, I'm like, it doesn't sound like it's that cool. It's like charades and giving clues. But really, the aspect that really ties this game together is that you're using the same people the whole game for all of the rounds. So it's like you have these callbacks sometimes that you're listening to what clues people give about somebody, and then later on the round you can piggyback on those clues when you can't say as much. And then it comes back again a third time and you see maybe somebody else's impersonation or somebody else's, they're looking at this person through a different lens, and it's just fun. It's a blast to play. It's never gone over bad. It's always huge. This is a no-brainer, must-have party game of all party games. This thing is great. It's up there at Telestrations as one of the best I have, if not the best. It's so fun. It's plays quickly, plays with huge amounts of people, and it's just fun. You'll be laughing your butt off. Time's up. Hey, one more thing before you go. If you're about to drop a comment on this YouTube page for this video and you're expecting interaction or a personal response from me, I recommend the place to do that is at my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/thegameboygeek, because I don't get notified when YouTube videos get comments on the Dice Tower Network because I don't own the channel. So if you want to interact with me directly, I'll see you at my Facebook page.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.